Daisy chain parallel with isolated power supply. BTTB Music Project was just getting started with guitar pedals. Until this point, we used multi-effects, but since we had the quarantine, we were looking for other fun as well. To build a pedal board is like the Lego. A complex Technics Lego. Once we started to order the effect pedals one by one, we were just wondering how to power them. After long conversation in chat groups, considering everyone's opinion and experience, we were able to find a totally balanced solution on a budget. First point, what we have to consider, there are a lot of different types of guitar pedals and they're not all the same when it comes to powering them. This video was highly influenced by GuitarGearFinder.com and GuitarWorld.com, but nope, it is still not sponsored. We really just would like to add some value and share this with any user to have fun and enjoy when they are creating any type of music. In this guide, I'll answer the most common questions guitarists have about powering guitar pedals. Whether you're just starting out learning guitar or you're unsure about a pedal's power requirements, you'll find the answer in the below guide. If you check this guide, you will be an expert in how to power guitar pedals. You will learn the different types of power requirements for guitar pedals, how to choose between batteries or external power supplies, the different types of external power supplies and which to use for your pedals, how to power individual guitar pedals or an entire pedal board. Voltage. Voltage is a measure of potential energy in a circuit. As a guitarist, all you need to know is that you need to match the voltage, V, of the pedal to the power supply you use. Most guitar pedals require 9 volts power, even many multi-effects pedal boards. If you have a guitar pedal with 9 volts written on it, make sure you use a 9 volts power supply or battery. Current or amperage. Think of current as the flow of electricity in a circuit. Wait a minute. What did the voltage say to the current? My god. Bad joke, sorry. A high current means a lot of electricity is flowing through the circuit. Current is measured in amps, A. Most guitar pedals only draw a small amount of current. For example, you might see the label 100 milliamperes on the back of a guitar pedal. This means the pedal draws 100 milliamps of power. A milliamp is 1,000th of an amp. So if your guitar pedal draws 200 milliamperes of power, you need to use a power supply that provides at least 200 milliamperes of power. If the power supply is lower than the pedal's requirement, e.g., 100 milliamperes power supply with a 200 milliamperes pedal, it's not enough and you might burn out the power supply if you try to connect it to your power. Polarity. Polarity is just the technical term for positive and negative. When you connect a power supply to your guitar pedal, you need to make sure the positive and negative connections match up properly. Before we go forward, please subscribe to our tiny channel, it could be a great support for us. It takes just 1 second for you, Guitar Master. What to use? To correctly match any external power supply to your pedal, we need to check 3 things as explained above: voltage, current, and polarity. Based on your pedal's requirement, you can choose from the below options. Plus the batteries. I do not want to talk about batteries. If you buy batteries, please use recycled, reusable batteries. If not, we die in the trash and we will rule the world. Just joking. Basic DC adapter with a daisy chain. A daisy chain allows you to connect and power multiple guitar pedals from one power supply. Creating a daisy chain for your guitar pedals is easy, but there are a few things you need to get right or you risk burning out your power supply and adding noise to the signal. Dedicated or isolated power supply. Isolated outputs also ensure that the current delivered to a guitar pedal is consistent, which helps when dealing with distinctions between lower draw effects and more powerful digital stomp boxes and multi-effect units. Essentially, isolated outputs supply each pedal with its own individual power source, which removes hum from the equation. Simple is best. If you only have a couple of pedals, use an adapter and daisy chain the pedals together. If you have a large pedal board, buy a dedicated power supply and mount it on a proper pedal board. If you only have one pedal, you might prefer sticking to using a battery. One important information about pedals. Time-based pedals require more amperage, distortion, dire require less. So what can be the balance? If you have an isolated power supply, you can mix it with daisy chains. Keep it simple and cheap, keep your budget. If your isolated power supply has more 100 mA outputs, and one for 300 mA or 500 mA, you can easily daisy chain the bigger ones if you calculate before you start to use. The planning is the most important step to build a pedal board. By the way, this is what we forget. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our tiny channel, it could be a great support for us. It takes just 1 second for you, Guitar Master.